And you actually have no idea whether she successfully racked it the first time or successfully racked it the second time, correct?
That's correct.
You don't know what happened.
No, I don't.
And so it takes a few seconds to take 4 or 5 or whatever steps back towards the air conditioner, right?
From beginning to end, once she pulled the gun on me and pulled the trigger, and by the time I shot her, it was right around 4 seconds total, if not 3.5. It was very fast.
So she goes from shaking uncontrollably, sad about her situation, crying, to being pretty nimble.
She wasn't crying.
She walks, she backpedals, you said, right?
That's correct.
Then she sidesteps
Yes.
to the air conditioner. And you had a look of panic on your face at that time, didn't you?
No.
You were flustered, weren't you?
No.
Well,
He
you were
doesn't
in shock
like this
5
line of
minutes later, weren't
questioning.
you?
After the incident and my adrenaline dumped, yeah, I was in shock then.
So, at the time, getting back to the incident, Kelsey's by the air conditioner. She's backpedaled, she's sidestepped, she tapped, she racked, she tapped, she racked, and then you shoot her.
Yes.
And you shot 2 shots. Where are we on the rapid succession? Which one do you want to go with? Rapid succession, or you shot, gave commands, and shot again? Which is it?
I was given commands and shooting at the same time.
Okay. Well, your prior testimony was that you shot, you pulled the trigger, gave commands, and you pulled the trigger again.
Yes.
So, was it that, or was it boom, boom, rapid succession?
It all happened in 4 seconds or less.
So, you're a very well-trained SWAT officer, yes?
Yes.
You're a firearms instructor.
No.
You're a patrol instructor, where you instruct
What's
other
a patrol?
officers on the job, right?
Field training officer.
Field training officer.
Yes.
There you go. And you've been doing this for 25 years,
No.
20 years.
Right around there, yes.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 20 years. And one of your thought processes was that you wanted to give your training and experience back to the North Andover PD where you started, right?
Yes, and come back where I started.
And here, your first shot, you missed her from about 7 feet away.
I did. It was longer than 7 feet. It was at that point about 15 feet,
15 feet.
I would say.
Do you have any measurements on this?
No, but if you remove the bed and you were to walk diagonal from where I shot, it was probably around 15.
So the first shot you missed her and you hit the air conditioner. Is that right? Or
I didn't know where it went.
And the fact is that we have only one spent projectile in this case, right?
I'm sorry?
We only have one spent projectile in this case, correct?
I don't know what state police collected.
You weren't curious as to any of the paperwork or anything that happened in the case?
I believe they told me that there was one on the bed and one on the floor, I think. But I don't know where that one projectile comes from.
Did you know that there was one in the curtain next to the air conditioner?
No.
Have you looked at any photos from this at all?
Some, yes.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
May I approach her? Yes. Just a photo.